Hello and welcome to Bounty in the Comics. My name is John Trent. I'm the founder and editor-in-chief at Bounty in the Comics. Today I got a story about some new alleged WandaVision spoilers that claim to reveal some important characters will show up, as well as plot details for the Marvel show. So how we're going to do this is we're going to kind of break this down line by line, provide you with what the actual alleged leak is, and then give you maybe some context from the comic books on what it could be referring to and what we might expect. So let's get into it. This new set of rumors allegedly comes from leaker Roger Wardell and were posted to 4chan on January 21st before the third episode of WandaVision debuted. The anonymous poster states, quote, from Roger Wardell, an alleged insider who did get some stuff right about WandaVision in the past. I don't really buy it, but we'll see. Then we get into the leak. It first says, Wanda is using a type of energy emanation to alter reality and influence the actions of people who surround her. She can make their lives completely static or grant them some unusual abilities. This part of the leak would appear to be confirmed in the fourth episode of WandaVision. Wanda, or someone using Wanda as a conduit, is in fact manipulating reality with some kind of ancient energy. In the fourth episode, it's revealed that Wanda is able to manipulate people not only inside the town of Westview, but people on the outside as well. This is evident in the fact that the sheriffs do not recognize that the town of Westview actually exists. As for the people on the inside, it's clear that they are taking part in a number of sitcoms throughout the decades beginning with the 1950s. Case in point is Monica Rambeau becomes Geraldine in the sitcom and eventually gets a speaking part after she phases through the energy field surrounding the town. As for the energy field, it appears to be made up of something called CMBR, or cosmic microwave background radiation. It's later revealed that this type of radiation dates back to the Big Bang. The next part of the leak claims, quote, the so-called Vision will get the chance to become a character known as Whizzer. If you've watched the trailers for WandaVision, you know that Agnes tells Vision that he isn't alive. And if you've seen Avengers Infinity War, you also know that Thanos kills Vision. In fact, even in the latest episode, FBI agent James Woo also confirms that Vision is dead, so that leaves one wondering what exactly is going on with Vision. As for the Whizzer, the character was originally a foe of the Avengers. However, in Giant Size Avengers #1, it's revealed he's actually the father of both Wanda and Pietro. The Whizzer, alongside Miss America, Wanda and Pietro's mother, came into contact with the High Evolutionary in Wundagore, where both Wanda and Pietro were born. Not only was the Whizzer Wanda's father, but he was also a member of the Avengers who fought alongside the Human Torch, Toro, Submariner, Captain America, Bucky Barnes, and Miss America. Interestingly enough, Pietro is not Quicksilver in this story, but is instead the rampaging Nucleo. So there's lots of connections there. You have the High Evolutionary, you have the Whizzer, you have Nucleo, you get Pietro again, you get Wanda being born in Wundagore. You get connections with the Human Torch, you get connections with Submariner, you get Miss America. There's lots of things that they could jump off of from this introduction of the Whizzer. Or it could just be an Easter egg to the Whizzer and Giant Size Avengers #1. The next part of the leak claims Wonder Man will arrive in the show. It states, a promising actor is bewitched by Wanda, who convinces him to sign the multi-picture deal. Simon Williams gets to play a role of a lifetime, which will not only cost him his memories, but also his self-identity. Simon Williams is the alter ego of the superhero Wonder Man, and he has played an important role in the lives of Vision and the Scarlet Witch in the comics. When Vision was first created, Wonder Man's brainwave patterns were used by Ultron to create the Matrix for the mind of the Vision. In West Coast Avengers #45, Simon recalls his history to Wanda when she asks him to help restore Vision after he had been kidnapped and all of his data eradicated. While Hank Pym was able to rebuild Vision and then restore the data that was eradicated, he still needs Wonder Man in order for Vision to make use of the data to restore his emotional connection to it. However, Wonder Man rejects Wanda's pleas to help restore Vision, believing he would be sacrificing his soul. It would later be revealed that Wonder Man has his own feelings for Wanda, and that's the real reason he does not want to help her restore Vision to his former self. He loves her and doesn't want Vision competing for that affection. While the love would not be reciprocated right away, it would be eventually. In Avengers #11, WandaVision actually resurrects Wonder Man by professing her love to him and channeling those emotions through her chaos magic. The next part of the leak claims there is no such thing as a Vision per se. It will be revealed that he has something else. WandaVision will introduce multiple villains, with Mephisto and Grim Reaper being the main antagonists of the series. Mephisto is a major player when it comes to the Scarlet Witch's story in the comics. Her two sons are actually created using shards of Mephisto's soul in order to prevent him from reacquiring the shards, or to stop him after he does reacquire them. Agatha Harkness wipes Wanda's mind of ever having the kids, thus defeating Mephisto. As for the Grim Reaper, he is actually Wonder Man's brother, Eric Williams. Grim Reaper has tried on a number of occasions to resurrect his brother, but led him into conflict with both Vision and the Avengers. When Wanda does eventually resurrect Wonder Man, she does so because the Grim Reaper is using Wonder Man's energy to create his own personal hell on Earth, a hell that expands the more people despair. Fortunately, with Wonder Man resurrected, he's able to foil Grim Reaper's plot. The next piece of this alleged leak claims Wanda's seemingly perfect marriage will be put to a test as Vision is about to become the object of Dottie's affection. It's possible Dottie could be an adaptation of the villain Nekra. Interestingly enough, Nekra and the Grim Reaper are lovers and plotted together to use Vision to seek revenge for the death of his brother, Wonder Man. In fact, Nekra has actually reanimated the corpse of Grim Reaper after he died. It's possible this leak could be indicating that the Vision seen in Westview is actually the Grim Reaper, and he would be more interested in Dottie than Wanda if that's the case. It's also possible that Dottie sees Vision as Grim Reaper and thus wants to claim him as her own. Finally, the leak ends by stating Wanda will create her own version of Avengers by the end of the series and finally embrace her true self by using one of her classic hex-casting powers. This is not unheard of when it comes to Scarlet Witch. While battling the Grim Reaper, he creates his own zombified team of dead Avengers to spread his despair and extend his own personal hell. Wanda herself has also conjured up numerous Marvel characters to fight their foes. She does so after she discovered that Agatha Harkness had wiped the memory of her children from her. After the Avengers attempt to intervene, after they suspect that Wanda has killed Agatha, but Wanda is having none of it. She summons Rogue to smack down Miss Marvel, Red Skull to attack Captain America, and the Hulk to smash any number of Avengers who get in her way. She's eventually subdued by Doctor Strange, who uses the Eye of Agamotto to show her the truth and explain why Agatha wiped her memory in the first place, which was to stop Mephisto. After being subdued by Doctor Strange, Magneto arrives on the scene and takes his daughter away from the Avengers. So there's lots of different angles that they could go, and that's just a little bit of a taste of a lot of the stories that involve Scarlet Witch and the Vision. There are plenty of more that I'm sure they looked at and they could be referencing. But I want to know what you make of these alleged leaks. What are you expecting from the rest of WandaVision Season 1? What kind of stories do you think that they will adapt? Who do you think are the main foes? Do you think Wanda is really the one pulling the strings, or do you think there is someone else behind the scenes twisting and corrupting this town of Westview? Let me know what you think in the comments below. My name is John Trent, and you've been watching Bounding into Comics. I'll have another video for you tomorrow.